Yeah, I'm done. So good.
Your 30-minute drive.
What are you doing? If you don't know who I am, I realize I never explained that. My name is Maddie. I'm a teen author. I'm 18 and turning 19 next week. And I have written 11 books. I'm on my 12th. My longest book was 350,000 words. And I'm editing it because it can't be that long. I published 2 books, publishing a 3rd book this July. It is called Crimson Stains, Information on Screen. And then it's like a duology, like a prequel duology connected to my debut trilogy. But you don't have to read both of them. I mean, I prefer if you did, but you don't have to. It's just my channel where I mainly vlog. If you want to talk to me, you can comment my answer. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm way more active there. I post most of my content on there. Instagram is a great place, guys. Anyways, welcome to my channel. I know it's kind of messy and weird, and I'm a freak, but we like it here because we're legitimate. Legitimate, whatever. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye. Okay, this is like the best angle we're gonna get because I am out of ideas. I don't know what to do. Because my desk is full of stuff. So, this vlog, let me just catch up on everything. I haven't been vlogging a lot recently just because I was finishing CS, and then I'm in finals week right now. I low-key forgot it was finals week because walking to a building to get to my dorm from like parking lot, and there were so many people in the building, and I was like, what the heck is happening? And I was like, oh, it's finals week. We're studying, which I should be doing because I have a test at 8 and tomorrow, and I haven't studied for it. So we're gonna do that in a second. But so this vlog is essentially going to cover editing CS because we're gonna get into the editing groove. I hope to film a vlog between CS and the stages of CS, so between drafting and editing, but it didn't happen because I was too busy to edit the video. It's just a whole bunch of things happening. So, ow, my hip. We're doing it right now. And you will see Project BR a little bit because I'm currently drafting it, but you're not going to see it a lot. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably going to publish this now. I have started drafting it, so I'm currently like 15,000 words in, which isn't good, but I've been really busy. So I'm like, be proud of me. Be proud of me for not pushing out the words. Like, be proud of me. Anyways, I'm so stressed. I'm trying to get out of here. Don't know what I'm saying anymore. That's gonna be in the background. That's probably, yeah. CS, we're editing it. I haven't started yet. I'm gonna start when I get out of school, so it's gonna be later. I just wanted to intro this before things got crazier than they already are. I am also moving rooms again in my house, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a space to film. I probably will because my son is gonna be at school for like 2 weeks. But I'm gonna go. It's test 34. Welcome to the chaotic week of finals again. Additionally added with editing a book. This is the road to publishing. Also, I am not doing ARC readers. I'm not doing it. I'm too stressed to do it. So, I'm giving myself more time to edit this book. Let's get cracking. This is like a crazy clip I'm filming. Okay, hey, welcome to my room. Let me catch up on a lot of things. First of all, this is really my room. This room is, I mentioned this in my other vlogs, this room is going to be my sister's room. Because we're switching rooms, so your mind's not ready yet. So let me just catch up. So first of all, it's currently May 8th, so it's my first day of summer. I officially am done with my freshman year of college. I'm done. I'm back home until like August, which is great. It's literally, you see that? It's like 12. I slept in so late. Oh, I slept for like 11 hours. I feel kind of weird. Whatever, so, on this vlog, I'm gonna start vlogging again. I started vlogging when I was doing all my finals. I was in final season because there's a lot to handle. So we're gonna start vlogging again. I'm still getting into the groove of things. I'm still, my head's not fully wrapped around the fact that I'm not in school anymore. It'll hit me soon, but so over the next this month I'm gonna focus on editing CS. I'll start today probably. I'm really excited. I have an editor. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I actually have an editor for like the entire franchise now, and it's my friend, my co-worker. So it's like co-writing / editing, like we're doing this together, which is really exciting. That being said, we'll start that later today. I don't really know what to say about that. Another update is we have currently brought back Dying Renegades. I don't know if I talked about this yet, but Dying Renegades draft was an okay draft. It just wasn't what the story needed. And it wasn't the story I wanted to tell. So I made the decision to basically scrap the entire draft and just redo it. I've done this before. Haven't done it in a while. I think last time I did it was when I wrote in Drug of Fanfiction, which was in like 2020, 2021, 2022 era. It's been a while. But we're doing it again because I think it's for the better, following on the story. So we're gonna scrap it. We're calling it Dying Renegades with Better, or DRDB. And so far it is looking a lot better and more concise, and we're just really focusing on making Ezra a lot less toxic and because originally it's supposed to be Ezra's book, but Alistair was kind of getting the focus. So now we're really narrowing it down. Hey, this is Ezra's book, and the changes, it's gonna be okay. I'm actually kind of enjoying it so far. It's weird. I'm kind of wondering if it's gonna belong. CS is about 170k and 180k. And I wonder if Dying Renegades is really 220k. Right now, it's kind of concise, but we're probably gonna beef it up to be longer. Or at least I will personally. So that being said, Blood BR is on hold. Well, we forgot DRBB because there are some changes in DRBB that affects BR, and so we kind of put it on hold for now. I'm probably gonna bring that back soon. And then I have a lot of babying stuff to do, so we have a lot to do. I'm also completing Tomodachi Live. I started playing it. It's so fun. So I'm probably gonna do it this morning. Just a slow morning, and then we're gonna get to the hang of things slowly. Welcome to the editing CS vlog. This is gonna be the first set of edits. So let's get going. Good morning, guys. I'm making a lineup for CS. Alice is the shortest, and the tallest character, and also May 12th, and I have an entire book to edit by the end of the month so I can get it to my editor on June 1st. And I'm going to take you with me with step 1, and today we are finally writing the new scenes. So let's get a move on. Hello, voice over Maddie here. So the first few clips you see are actually from like Saturday, but I decided to go ahead and use them again because, you know, why waste footage? So this month has been kind of hard to lock in. I've been going through a lot of burnout because of school. I did finally get out. I am now in my summer era, but it's just really hard to get out of my mindset, and so I've been easing myself back into my big workflow. And so today was actually the biggest work day I've had in a while, and you're going to see a lot of Tomodachi Life because I've been playing it a lot recently, and I'm trying to weed myself off it, but you know, it's kind of working, kind of not. So today I was drafting 4 new scenes for my upcoming book called Crimson Stains, which is a, oh my gosh, can I explain it properly? It is a soft new adult sci-fi following a mentally struggling boy who assassinates the most important person in the city, and he was framed for the murder by a different leader. So now he must hunt down the real murderer by completing the set of trials to join a preschool for the superhero team, featuring a messy found family, mental health themes, and a bit of magic. Anyway, that was my attempt of marketing to you. I really love this book. I'm currently working on a spin-off that happens after the second book, and so it's kind of hard to balance editing and drafting, but I really enjoy drafting these new scenes, and I have like a new fun assignment for this book. I've low-key dreaded editing it just because I feel like there's so much to do in so little time, because this book is literally releasing in July and have so many more edits to do, but I think I really can do it. And so just getting these scenes done is a reminder that I'm not alone. I have an editor. I have a lot of beta readers who already read the book and who are helping me with the changes I need to make, and it's not the end of the world. And if I had to push it back later, I can push it back later. But for now, I'm really happy where this book is going. I added a new finale scene to this book, which you will see later, kind of, and I'm really happy with it and how it sets up the next book. It's just a really heavy full circle moment, and I love my full circle moments, and the ending of the book has never felt really like satisfying to me until that change, so I'm really happy about that. And I just think that the new scenes added give a lot more context. I mean, my editor came up with some new ideas the previous night too. This is all excitement going on right now. It is midnight, 12:20 actually. I just finished 3 out of the 4 scenes. That means I have 1 more left, which is actually the new closing scene of the entire book. Let's get the final scene done, and then we did it. Editing is hard, guys. Writing is hard, but do not give up, my lovelies. So this is the collection of scenes, and then there's 3.4,000 words, and it's almost 2 a.m. so it's bedtime. Thank you for joining me on this editing journey as we drafted more words for this book, and I'm really excited now. Oh my gosh, it's a vlog. We're vlogging. Hello, guys. It's been a really hot minute. It is May 16th. I turned like my hair. I showered. I never washed. I did not wash after I showered, but I took a shower. No, I turned 19 like 2 days ago. So yay! I'm currently playing Tomodachi Life. There's Alistair. He's so cute. My baby. Oh, here's a D&D thing. Let me give you a quick little tour of my island. Okay, really professional setup right here. Let me just show you all my Miis real quick.
Because you guys totally care about this. Okay, so we have me, Alistair, Ezra, my brother, my friend, my other friend, this is actually my editor, Cameron, Raz, Azul, Crease. So these are all OCs plus real people, Miz. And then we also have Russell, another OC, Victory OC, Nightwing, Red Hood, also OC, Steve, Becky, not OCs. Then we have Malachi, Queso, Bruce Wayne, Chris Evans, Grace from Park at Mary, and then my other friend Jasper. So
this is the island. It's currently like being done. This is the main. Oh my gosh! Wait a second.
we have some things happening. What's up with you? This is me. Say hi to me. No! Actually, I'm gonna encourage this. Actually. I'm going to encourage this. Okay, I hope something happens. I'm so sorry, Cameron. What? She still likes Cameron?
Why are you sad? You should. You should confess to him.
I'm not having enough storage for this. Choose wisely. Come on, Cam. Come on, buddy. Yes! What's your bear? Are you losing? What the heck?
Are you guys dating now? Let's go! I've been trying to get this to happen for so long. Girl, oh my gosh, you drama queen. He never liked you. Okay, now I'm gonna do an island tour. Yeah, island tour. So, this is like the main house. Like, there's like 8 people who live here. We have like a little pool. Little beach area. I made them some shells. Yeah. This cute little area. And then over here is like the main area, kind of. Like this is where the fountain is. Okay. And then what are you doing? Whatever. And then we have these little shops. This is the restaurant. They're on a date, I guess. This is queso. Everything else is regular shops. That's like all I have to show. So yeah, that's my entire island. Plus we just saw some drama. They're also needy, I swear. Okay, yeah. Anyways, let's just get an update on CS, because this vlog is about editing CS. I've been doing like a mini vlog series on my Instagram, and I went through and I added a bunch. Ooh, my friend texted me. I'm adding a bunch of new scenes. Like I added about 4 or 5 new scenes, and then I'm rewriting like 3 chapters. I'm rewriting one of the last few things, and then I'm gonna print off like the proof copy, and then I'm gonna proofread it, and then we're basically done. So we only have like 3 more edits left, which isn't that bad. And I gotta go ahead. I need to finish writing this scene, which basically I decided to add Cameron into the climax because Cameron becomes really important to later books, and so I was like, I need to give it more focus in this book, and so I decided to add him into the climax. I figured out how to make it work, so I'm rewriting the climax part of it, and also the chapter is rushed in general, so it needed to be right, so I'm gonna fix that. And that's what the vlog's looking like so far. Woohoo! This project. I am so normal about this actually. In the middle of a writing session. Hired the names. Co-writer and co-writing. We're about to finish our novella. So I'm just gonna talk about the novella, I guess. This is gonna be a chaotic clip. So yeah. So novella. I can't say a lot about it because I can't say a lot about the novella. Not because it's bad, just because I'm keeping secrets for months in my life. And it's also co-written, so I don't want to say a lot of things because it's co-written. But yeah, it is a part, I will say a few things. It is related to my franchise, so all my books, which include like Bleeding and Natural, all these books. It's specifically a Bleeding spinoff, and it happens between books 1 and 2, so between Crimson Sands and Dying Renegades. And it follows two characters who, one, you will probably know more than the other. Because one is more prominent in more of my books, but the other one has quickly become a favorite. I love him so much. They're both in CS, okay? So if you read that in July, they both have an arc in CS. I will talk about this more later on, but I'm finishing the first draft of this novella, which is insane because I am an overwriter. I'm a chronic overwriter. It's insane. So I have only written two books under 1,000 words. It was like 6 years ago at this point, so I obviously haven't written a short book in a long time. And this is a novella, and it's currently 36,000 words in the first chapter. We're still writing. We're gonna rewrite the final chapter tomorrow. There's 12 chapters, and it's dual POV, third person. I'm like actively watching my co-writer write, and so good. Like it's it's gonna go back in the back of BR, which I'm not gonna talk a lot about either. There's like been some new developments, but I don't think I can talk about them right now, just because my mind is very like running places. Like it's like I'm like focusing on this and this and so that's Ella. So calling Ella. I can't with this novella. It's so good. I love these characters. Okay, I forgot. BR. I haven't worked on it like legitimately since the beginning of this vlog, so we're not talking about BR. We're gonna talk about CS. So actually we're talking about sorry, my mind's crazy. I'm going on vacation on Sunday, so like it's currently the 21st. Technically 22nd because it's 12 a.m. But we're going to the Smoky Mountains, so we're going to Tennessee, and we have like a 2-day road trip. But there and back. So I'm gonna like lock into the editing. Okay, here's what I've done. I know I technically gave you a game plan, but then I ended up changing the entire game plan. So the original game plan was that I was going to edit this book to my best abilities, 2 months, and get it done by by June, and then I get it to my editor. As you can probably see by the edits, I changed my mind. Yeah, sorry guys, did not mean it. Anyway, so the point is that I'm so hungry. So yes, so I have currently written like 10,000 more words of content for it. Either rewritten scenes or old scenes. No, rewritten scenes and new scenes, okay? And then I have a few more scenes left. Like I have more big developmental stuff to do. So I'm hoping I'm gonna add that in. And then I think I'm gonna end the vlog there because I'm gonna combine 2 steps in our process. So I usually go through step by step, like chapter by chapter, and edit it, and then later I format it. But instead I'm gonna go chapter by chapter. I'm gonna edit each one and then put them in the formatting. So I'm gonna combine line edits and formatting in one video. So this vlog will actually be ending probably in Tennessee. Low-key. Hopefully I get some good footage there because the B-roll is seriously lacking. But
Wait, I was only paying attention.
sorry. So, yeah, that's like all the updates I have. So developmental edits, we can finish that, and then we're gonna do line editing in the next video. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave off here because I need to write this. Make it big and bold. I felt I should return to you before I left on my trip because I'm leaving soon. Let me keep this short because I low-key gotta go to my car. But developmental edits, I don't think I talked about them. Like I didn't really explain my edits I have to make. Essentially I mentioned earlier adding in Cameron to scenes, but I now realize you guys don't know who Cameron is. I don't think, because I haven't talked about it before. Cameron is one of the side characters. He's in the only side romance. He's in the only romance subplot in the entire series. Which is in book 1 because there's no romance in book 1. But in book 2 and on. And he becomes a main character in a spinoff, aka BR. And so I was like, yeah, we gotta give him more screen time now. And there's like this path thing. Like, he's like an identity crisis. It's important for his book, BR, but it only happens during CS. Like, this is the only time it happens, so we had to work with them. Anyways, the developmental edits have just been, I don't even know, I don't even think I could talk about them. Maybe I can in the outro, I just gotta go. But like, it's definitely just smoothing character arcs out. I had to change some of Alistair's flashbacks because he has some flashbacks in the book. And I had to change them. This is the wrong shoe. And all these things. I actually can't talk right now. There's just a lot going on. This is gonna be really hopefully I find time later, I don't know. Okay, it's later in the day, and I have, this is how I can rest the time to vlog, so I'm gonna keep it really short though, pretty quiet because my family is awake and doing stuff, and packing up to go to Tennessee. So, first of all, I'm redoing my room, so I'm painting the wall. That's the old color, that's the new color. It's missing a coat of paint. We'll get to that after vacation. You can like barely see me in a frame. What was I gonna talk about? Okay, so developmental edits are covering a lot of it's kind of hard to explain if I was spoiling the book, I've realized, but I have rewritten quite a few scenes. I think I mentioned this. I have more to rewrite today. I think I have 1, 2, 3 more to rewrite maybe. At least 1, maybe 3, depends on if I want to edit them instead. And then I have to really just click on character arcs, which I'm gonna do through, like, I have an outline, like, I know what to do for those. So developmentally, we're almost done, actually. It's not that bad. I can probably finish tonight and tomorrow. Again, it's just, I can't really talk about it because I don't want to spoil the book. There's just a lot of smaller things I need to change. One of the scenes is, like, the stuff I had to change was because of, like, so far all the stuff that has to change happened because we added a character who became very important, and we had, it was a whole thing, but he was in the OG draft, so we added him in, and then we added, yeah, but it's so But the current thing is this scene has always been kind of wonky. It happens, it's an Alistair scene after a very traumatic experience, and I found a really hard time writing him after, just because this isn't new. Like, he's experienced this before he's experienced this a lot before, like a lot, but he doesn't remember because he has memory gaps. So it was like, how do you work that in? Like, so I'm actually going to change the POV to Ezra's. Also to keep the emotional stakes, because Alistair kind of goes numb, and so it kind of takes away from the emotion, so I'm going to change it to Ezra's POV. And then one of the other scenes at the very end with the guy named Howler, who we don't like. Howler, it's my first time mentioning him. I hate Howler so much. He is a terrible person, and this is coming from a person who really believes in finding the good in everybody, and who would rather hear the full story before hating on somebody. Howler's not a good person. There's a scene with him at the end where Azul, the leader of this rebellion, the Wanderers, this big third. Have I talked about this book at all? I'm scripting a video where I'm going to explain the Bleeding Trilogy versus Natural Trilogy. Bleeding Trilogy has Crimson Stains in it, has Diamond and Gates, then also has the spin-offs I've created, and then the Natural Trilogy is like the books I published. But in Bleeding, there was a third party called the Wanderers, and they like control everything beneath the government's noses. Like, they're kind of like S.H.I.E.L.D., honestly. They're like S.H.I.E.L.D. They're ready to S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot. It's kind of like S.H.I.E.L.D., okay? So what is like S.H.I.E.L.D.? The Wanderers are like S.H.I.E.L.D., which is really interesting, because if you read Natural first, they're portrayed as the villains, and then if you read Bleeding, they're portrayed as the heroes, so it's really cool. But the Wanderers, Azul is the leader. So yeah, he talks to Howler, who's the leader of the Peacekeepers. The Peacekeepers are more the villains here. They rule the slums, kind of. Like, the Wanderers are more in the utopian area, and then the Peacekeepers are in the dystopian areas, and they are much worse. They're much more abusive than the Wanderers. They're more like Hydra, kind of. You do see I'm a Marvel nerd. Not like a big one, but I love Marvel. Anyways, this entire book reminds me of Thunderbolts. I love Marvel, but Azul and this new character, he's not new, but me and my co-worker partner made him a lot more prominent. And he and Azul go and talk to Howler, and I have to rewrite that scene because Creed can't be in the room with Howler because he's a bounty on his head. That comes back in Diamond and Gates. And it's just a whole thing, so we love Creed, but yeah, a lot of developmental edits, but I'm getting really close to finishing, so I'm really excited. I will say this, I was worried about Ezra, because Ezra doesn't have much of an arc, which is kind of scary, because he is like the secondary main character, but I think I've decided I'm okay with that, because of his arc in book 2, something I realized, that's essentially, this is something that Marvel did with Steve Rogers, and Ezra reminds me a lot of Steve Rogers, but they also look really similar to me. But Ezra is supposed to. Okay, so Ezra and Azul are very similar, which is really funny to me because they have very different personalities. And then Creed and Alistair are also pretty similar, but they have very different personalities. We'll get to that. So Alistair is very unpredictable. He's very much a wild card. Creed's also a wild card. We never know what Creed's gonna do. Also, he and Alistair, they got like a relationship arc. They created like a father figure to Alistair. It's just so sweet. I love this book, guys. And then Azul and Ezra are very much predictable. They don't change. Like Azul trusts Ezra. Azul's not a trusting person, but he trusts Ezra because Ezra does not change, right? And he knows that he trusts Ezra with the lives of Alistair, not really himself. Because he knows that Ezra will not change. Ezra will stay in his level and trust his morals. He's not gonna change. Then when it happens, Ezra does have to change, which is like I think it works because Ezra's character is not meant to change. This is right for him, versus like Renegade's was wrong for him, right? So I think it works. I've also been working on some graphics, but I'll show you that in the next video because this is not about formatting yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I'll see you guys either in the outro or else I get to talk in the cabin, I guess. I don't really know. I'll see you guys later. Okay, today vlog, I'm whispering because we were in the Airbnb. My siblings are watching YouTube. Anyway, so I just thought that it was this is like my best book, I think. I love it so much. I would have read it. Developers, I would rather you buy CS than Discovery. I'm so serious. I have so much passion for this book, so I want to go take out because it's kind of scary vlogging. I made my house, but I'll see you guys later. So excited, so excited. I'm in the rewrite slump, okay? I finally finished the scene, the section I've been trying to rewrite since Sunday. I finally finished it because it started off as just rewriting one chapter, and then I ended up rewriting the chapter before that, and then I ended up splitting up that chapter and doing some weird things. But my entire section, which is like 3 scenes, I finally finished the final scene, and it's like 6,000 words that chapter is, but it's okay. It's okay, because we got her done, and it's all that matters. It's all that matters. I have more rewrites to do, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated later. I live vlog. I guess you survived vacation. I survived vacation. I legitimately just got back like 10 minutes ago. Here's the sitch. I wanted to finish the developmental edits for this book, like the rewriting, the adding stuff, like everything that is beyond line level. I wanted to finish that like on the car ride through Tennessee. It did not happen. It did not happen. I'm a liar and I am a fraud, as my friend says, because I had to write objectively the worst scene, the worst 2 chapters. Okay, I had to objectively rework like the worst section of the entire book. Objectively the worst, not because of the quality, but because of the content. It's so draining, especially when you're on vacation and supposed to be having fun. So I'm cutting myself some slack for that, but because I didn't expect, I knew I would have to work the aftermath. I didn't know how I would have to work the content itself. So that was great, but that took legitimately until like Thursday, I think. It was insane. And then my editor locked in. Are they on it right now? It's really funny. They locked in on CS because like, can you finish it by next week? They're almost done. They're almost done now. But we made a checklist together of things I have to fix, and most of this is developmental, and so I want to do all of this today. Everything but the extra and the major edits part. You can ruin that. So on screen, the first section is what I want to fix. Okay? By today.
Which, here's like, most of it is not super major things. It's like, I mean, it kind of is because it's like the developmental stuff, but most of this is not full scene rewriting. There's only there's only like 2 major full chapter rewrites, full scene rewrites, and one is like 2 scenes. Okay, chapter 50 has 2 scenes. I added an extra, but it has 2 before the extra, and those 2 scenes need to be rewritten. But generally they're like 1,000 words together. Like, it's not that hard, and it's just adding details, so it's not gonna be that bad to do that. The one I'm currently on is a rewrite, but I'm almost done with it. It's not that bad. So the rest of it is just like conversations that you fix, motivation that you fix, all these like tiny things because of changes that have been made.
And yeah, my editor's actively on the document. I just watched them add like 2 comments. So, I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I'm gonna try my best to get this all done today because I want to start line editing tomorrow. I'm gonna try to line edit the entire book in a week because I want this proof copy next week, not tomorrow, next week. I don't know how doable that is, but my editor has basically done most of the hard work. So for me, the it's just proofreading. Not really, but it's like fixing up the prose. So I really want to do that. And I hope if I lock in, I can do it in a week. If I can't do it, we'll see. But that is the current plan, but that is not going to be in this vlog. Because in this vlog, we're going to finish up that with the first half. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm probably not going to update again to the outro because I got lock in. But that is the current outlook of what's happening. So let's get going. Hello. I said I'd return later. I lied because I was looking for this document. Okay, this document because it has some important stuff in it. But I'm about to write some things. But I used to write fan fiction, as you know. I got into writing fan fiction as all others did. I found a fanfic I completely forgot about from 2022. It's called Raining Night, and it is a fanfic for the show. I don't know if you've seen it, but this is a fanfic. This is ignore that cringy name. This is the fanfic. This is Loki, and it was 8,000 words, and it was 5 whole chapters, and it also had, I used to old words and italicized them. This is from like 4 years ago, please don't judge too harshly. It also had Nova in it. Nova. But specifically, like the team, like a version of him. Because he was my favorite character for so long. I can't find it, but it is so insane to me. I have so many fanfics I've read about it. It's crazy. I want to make an author origin story, but I have so much lore. But not like bad kind of lore. It's just there's just a lot of it. Like I was just all over the place. But okay, I'm home alone. I don't know if I can finish the checklist tonight because I really have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things to do. We will try our darndest to get as much done as we possibly can. So let's do that, I guess. I drove my sister to practice. I drove her and her friend. I do it for money, and they go at like 8 in the morning, and it's 8:30. So I went to bed at like 2, but it's okay. I try to go to bed early, but I have anxiety issues. Anyways, today we are going to finish these edits. I am pretty sure we're gonna get them done. If not, we're gonna get done like almost like most of them. So I'm going in the shower because I have not showered since Friday. For real. And then. No, it's been like since Thursday. No, since Friday. And then we're gonna move on. This vlog is longer than I thought it would be. Because I keep on yapping. I didn't think I'd be able to yap. And then it goes on longer than I thought it would. And then I keep on yapping. And so it's just not ending. But whatever, it's okay. It's part of the process. So today is the day that we get this done. It is the actual day. Okay, hi, editing ready here. First of all, I just want to show you what my room currently looks like, and I want to clarify something. So, this vlog, I constantly say that I'm going to do something, and then I don't get it done, okay? But, I'm not, I don't want it to sound like I'm slacking off, or like I'm not working at all. I am working hours every day on this. It's just taking more than I thought it would. So, it's just a lot more rewriting. Instead of editing, I've been rewriting. Like, I've talked about this before, but like, I'm not doing it. It's just taking more than I thought it would, if that makes any sense. So I'm not that much of a loser. I'm actually doing it. Anyways, I've actually finished everything as of right now. So we're about to see the outro. Already recorded it this morning. Thanks for watching the video. Well, I kind of finished everything, kind of not. I've finished it enough to conclude it for the vlog, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. And you guys, wait, this is not the outro. This is not the outro. It is Saturday when I'm recording this outro. Technically, I'm not done with the major edits. I have like 1 or 2 more left to be, but I'm gonna end it here, even though I'm not technically done yet, because I will be finished today. So I just want to kind of revisit what has happened in this vlog, and because I was watching my more beginning clips, and I was like, wow, these developmental edits won't take that long, they'll be really easy, and we have to do like 2 more rewrites, and I was wrong, and so we're gonna talk about that. So what happened is, I think I explained it, I'm not sure, but I gave my book to my editor earlier than my timeline, because I was writing to them about it, and they were like, get it to me, and so I gave it to them, which I think was a better choice in the end, because I legitimately love my editor so much. They are like my closest friend, and so we went through together, and they helped me rewrite some of the scenes. Like, there was just some things that I struggle with, like, because this book is very heavy. Like, it has mental health aspects that are very prominent, and you don't want to mess it up. And it's stuff that I personally have not struggled with, but they have more experience. So and then we got a lot of outside. Like, this book has had a lot of outside help of people who do have these experiences. So I am pretty confident that this is very realistic, as realistic as I can make it. On a different note, I've been listening to 21 Pilots, because 21 Pilots, I'm trying to make myself a fan, because my entire, like, I just keep on seeing their videos of them on TikTok and Instagram, and I was like, you know what, I want to be a fan of them, not just of Jack Path and like the line and stuff. I want to be a fan of their band and their music. I think they have a really cool story. I want to learn the lore. So this summer I'm gonna try to become a 21 Pilots fan, so I can one day see the concert and not just be confused all the time. Anyways, yeah, so a lot of the rewrites, I technically didn't have to rewrite all that I did rewrite. I could have just like edited it, but for me rewriting is easier because it makes it easier. Okay, so most of what I've done is rewriting or adding new scenes from scratch, and the document is currently around 190,000 words. It will go down, but I finished it off on like 170,000 words, so we've added about 20k with editing. And I'm so excited. I am really nervous and excited for this book. I like feel so disconnected from Nashville right now. Like, I thought about unpublishing. I don't know, I feel really disconnected from it. Like, I don't want to promote it because I don't really want people buying it, but like, I let you know that I read the books. But I love this book so much more, and I would rather people read it. And so, oh, my air is probably really loud, but I just haven't, like, a part of me is like, yeah, I want people to read this book, and a part of me is like, this book is a lot more vulnerable than Discovery is, and especially if you know me in real life, you reading Coops and Stains scares me more than you reading Discovery, you know? I'm not like, but they both, Discovery reflects my personal beliefs more than Coops and Stains does. Coops and Stains really does not, and I think that's kind of uncommon in Christian media, like as a Christian producer, for a book not. Like, there's no clear biblical themes in the book as there is of like Discovery. But personally, I kind of like that because the world we live in isn't like, it has a lot of shades to it. Like, it's not an easy world, and so it's harder to find the light of Christ sometimes, and I like books that reflect that and kind of show you that, hey, you can, like, to me, you can still find Jesus's light in Coops and Stains, but I don't think it's the only purpose. It is a message for suicide, and it has a lot of mental health themes for males, which I think is very important, and it is in a sci-fi, so it's more like, it's going to appeal to more people. I would not read a mental health book but I would read a mental health sci-fi book, you know, just because I want the action. It appeals more to me, so I think it appeals more to an audience. I don't know, but it's like I don't personally believe a lot of things in Christian states. I think it has a lot of things I don't necessarily agree with. I don't necessarily agree with these things. Some of these things I'm putting in the book, like all this use of vulgar language and stuff, and like these darker mindsets, and like all this like, but I'm not glorifying it, you know. So I don't know. I'm just like, Christian states, I'd rather you read it, but like as a Christian, it's not a Christian book, and I don't want people to think it is because I'm a Christian, you know. I have so many mixed feelings, but I love this book. Anyways, yeah, developmental. This has been a lot, but I should probably go. I'm hoping to start line editing today, because I really want this book in my hands by the end of next week. So we'll see, because we're close, but we're not at the finish line yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and go, because I have to work in Alistair's fear of drowning, because there's a scene where Ezra like basically drowns, Alistair saves him, which is great, but now he's a big fear of drowning, so that's gonna be fun edited. I will see you guys later. That's like all the updates I have for now. My room is slowly coming along, very slowly, but this has been like a 7-minute clip of me yapping, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So this is a long video and kind of chaotic. There's just a lot happening, but things are slowing down enough for me to calm down the vlogs a bit, and I will see you later. Yeah.